For the genuinely_ XRP is the cryptocurrency. It was 𝗙𝗶 who said it, not me. Additionally, they claim that XRP and its alternatives pose a danger to Bitcoin. Await what I have in store for you. Similar to what I did there, Michael Saylor has a different approach. People are burning altcoins. I say a lot of dirty stuff, and we'll chat about the price action of XRP, so this is your caution. Today, I'm going with a purple backdrop. Perp, granddaddy. No, because I want to wear a purple tie like Jerome Powell did. JP, my hero, happy Friday, everyone. How are you all doing? We can see some bread on the screen right now. I understand that, for the genuinely_BTC Maxis is requesting XRP cryptocurrency. Let me tell you that narrative, but what are they claiming it's due of? It makes them feel threatened. Keep in mind that you only get flack when you're over the target. Let's hear what you have to say. For what reason? Because you are the most important person. I love it. FHMA explains, I'm a 60-year-old farm lady, and I just unloaded 500 pounds of feed, and the temp was 101 in Tajas. Holy sh**t, I don't believe I can repeat this too frequently. But you have to look after the animals. I understand completely. The same is true for me. The heat has been unbearably hot where I reside in the south. But Reverend Funky will give it a little rubbing. It's a cool, rainy day here, he says. It was the first respite from the 2 weeks of non-stop heat of 100 degrees, but the humidity remained in the 80s. Not a fantastic way to get wet AF. The Nuio phone, indeed. Let's see whether, if you understand, my wife responds to my Snapchat messages from this phone. Excellent work, Reverend Funky. I adore the unfiltered humor. Take care, advises Thomas Barksdale. For times now, Klaus has messaged me with a phone number and a WhatsApp link. Indeed, I don't use WhatsApp. Calling people is not something I try to do. This is where I solely perform my crypto work. So, exercise extreme caution. For what reason? For what reason are so many people attempting to pretend to be the person behind the camera? How are you all doing on Friday? Bitcoin's current value is 115,413. The screen seems red as if it were hemorrhoids. ETH is currently at 3,610. XP, however, is at 303. Many of the important cryptocurrencies that we discuss in the program are at some quite crucial junctures, but they're all holding up pretty well. Owning up to 7% of Bitcoin isn't too much sense. The future is orange, argues Michael Saylor. This guy solely buys Bitcoin, and he is so _cringe. The fact that that's his sole tactic at the moment. Sox defeated the Phillies, by the way, simply putting it out there. Simply putting it out there. What took place? Speaking on Friday, which is today, on CNBC Squawk Box, Bitcoin is digital capital, Saylor underlined, and the strategy's business plan is centered on obtaining BTC and issuing it. No. Strategy's business plan is to purchase Bitcoin using other people's funds in order to leverage equities and future debt. Yes, all of the others have contributed to his bank account. He downplayed worries about the extent of Strategy's holding, arguing that it is not costly to acquire even 7% of the entire Bitcoin supply, particularly for a publicly traded firm that is at the forefront. Listen, the Strategy currently controls 628,000 BTC, or almost 3% of the whole fixed supply of BTC. Whoa, I take it that Strategy will continue to beat the drum, urging people to purchase Bitcoin. White, since other people's money will be used to purchase and improve the appearance of his account holdings, he will then be in the green. Received a warning from Galaxy Digital about the market. Clause, why does Galaxy Digital sound so familiar? Is a legitimate question. Because Galaxy Digital is hired by many of these businesses after they are satisfied with their bankruptcy. Liquidations. Actually, if my memory serves me well, I believe FTX did. The Treasury cryptocurrency market is structurally weak, according to Galaxy Digital. But hold for a second, we just heard and watched Michael Saylor suggest that you should purchase all of the Bitcoin in the world, but Galaxy Digital is suddenly acting like your girlfriend. It's risky. Galaxy Digital, a well-known provider of crypto financial services, expressed concerns regarding the growth of digital asset treasury firms in a research paper dated July 31st. These businesses employ equity to purchase cryptocurrencies, like BTC, Sol, and others, and they have more than $100 billion in digital assets. Its acronym, DYOR, refers to a basic yet risky strategy. Get more stock, buy cryptocurrency, and do it again. Galaxy Digital claims that this one-way trade is heavily reliant on three factors. Investor sentiment is accurate, the genuine worth of cryptocurrency. It's also true that the capital market is liquid. A domino effect could bring down the entire building if any of these things go wrong. 110% I concur. Why? Because consider all the businesses entering the Bitcoin market that aren't diversifying. Really, give it some thought. Any sensible person would wish to diversify their holdings, wouldn't they? Is all of your money in the bank? No, you most likely have some in the safe, some in a piggy bank, some in another bank account, and some beneath the mattress. What I'm trying to say is that you distribute the risk. And what he or they are saying is that, look, you have a whole house of cards constructed around. What if these businesses don't start distributing the risk? Bitcoin. What would these businesses do if Bitcoin takes a significant hit, and they are left without the funds to cover their expenses? Then, in order to finance their operations, they must sell their Bitcoin. Yes, that is frightening. In essence, they're claiming that there are a lot of players who are investing heavily in Bitcoin. And that's all there is to it. Furthermore, they lack diversity. That's dangerous as hell. Let's now discuss how XRP is cryptocurrency for the genuinely _ I didn't say it again. I'm going to tell you why they said it, but I'm also reporting the person who said it. They do so because they feel threatened. What do you say to those that don't pose a threat to you? Absolutely not. In the comments, I receive a lot of criticism. Why? Well, because you get flack from folks when I'm over the mark. Since I'm viewed as a danger, because people think I'm a terrific competitor. Do you understand what I mean? Like, hurry up, tell me the truth, please, right now, who the devil is making fun of the White Sox? Or the Rockies? No one, you mean, they are choosing and burying themselves on their own. However, the Dodgers are constantly targeted. All the time, they target the Yankees. Why? My guys and gals, the king of the hill phenomenon, fiat hoc Bitcoin, is a symbol of hope. In other words, you are a depressed _ who needs to be laid with more than your left hand. If your personal _ Twitter thing has anything to do with cryptocurrency, names like Bitcoin is hope. Although I'm right-handed, it's just more enjoyable to be left-handed. However, my point is clear. If I read it to you, you would understand exactly what I mean. Good morning. Since he doesn't have a lot of money, my brother is interested in doing anything with cryptocurrency. However, he sent me this, and I was curious about your thoughts. All right, I want to purchase 2 or 3 varieties. If I purchase $300 worth of XP at 315 right now, it will reach 10,000 each, which is what experts claim it must be in order to function. For me, that would be $1 million in retirement. It looks like a smart bet. Although $300 isn't much to lose, I could sell a third and keep the remaining amount if it reaches $10,000. What are your thoughts? And essentially stating that your what Galaxy Digital said is what I will now emphasize once more. That the diversification of these players is lacking. Additionally, you run a higher risk when you're not diversified. The sailor is not diversified. There is no diversity in this _ cart. Make your name more varied. Now hurry up.